What's up, guys? This is Cameron from TCGExtreme, bringing you a gameplay commentary. Today we got Joe and Wes playing a duel, best 2 out of 3 match. We've got Joe on the left playing Dracopals, Wes on the right playing Monarchs. We'd like to thank Vexicus first off for allowing us to record a video and upload it on his channel. I know many of you know that last week we uploaded a video. It wasn't the highest quality content. We reached out to Vexicus. We said, hey, look, this wasn't great. We want to do something again. We really want to show something to your subscribers that, shows what TCGExtreme is. We wanted to show that we're focused on quality videos. We want to focus on content that, really reaches out to the viewers. So today I'm here. Like I said, my name's Cameron. I'm doing a guest commentary here for Vexicus on behalf of TCGExtreme. I'm the editor here with TCGExtreme. I do, deck profiles from time to time. Obviously, Joe on the left and Wes on the right are the front men. They do most of the work, but I'm here helping out. Like I said, I do the editing. I want to thank you guys for having me. I want to thank Joe and Wes for allowing me to do this commentary for them. So here we go. We're getting into it. Joe activates Monkey Board and his Pendulum Scale, searching into his deck. I know many of you guys have seen Dracopals and Monarchs before, but we wanted to bring you a duel that, like I said, you've seen before, but we want to show you how we do it. Wes himself, he's been experimenting with a lot of decks. This is one of his few times playing Monarchs. Looks like Joe's searching Skullcrabat. But Wes doesn't play Monarchs too much. He normally plays Psyframes. He actually, this night, he top 4-1 with Monarchs, one of the first times playing in a tournament. As you just see there, Joe searching out Lizard Draw with the effect of Skullcrabat. I presume he's going to activate into Scale. He does. Shuffling his decks. Going to go ahead and Pendulum 3. Got a Sorcerer, 2 Vectors. Sorcerer is going to go ahead and pop 2. Going to pop that Vector and that Monkey Board. Going to see what he's searching for. So, again, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this. He's going to grab Guitartle. Let's see what else. Looks like he's grabbing another Sorcerer for his Scale. See what kind of play he's going to make. Going to go ahead and activate Guitartle and Scale. Likely going to pop Lizard Draw for that extra draw. Over at TCGExtreme, we're doing our best. For those of you that don't know what our channel is focused on, we're doing deck profiles, we're doing duels. Obviously, we're doing commentaries, going to activate that Sorcerer and Scale. But we're doing many different things. We're not just doing Yu-Gi-Oh!, but we're extending into Pokemon and eventually Magic the Gathering, as well as other card games. We've got an online store up at TCGplayer.com, starting to make some sales. We're doing giveaways. Looks like Joe's going for Giant Hand. That's an interesting play first turn. Normally you'd see a Rafflesia setup. I wonder what he's doing with Giant Hand. I think he knows he's playing Monarchs, of course, so he's likely waiting on that Stormforth to bait out that Giant Hand. But we're doing giveaways. We're doing a giveaway at 300 subscribers, giving away a t-shirt. If we make it to 1,000 by the end of the month, we're actually doing a giveaway of a box of Shining Victories. So, we're doing a lot of different stuff over there on TCGExtreme. We're not just a deck profile channel. We're actually focusing on doing a lot of different stuff for you guys, for our fans, and for the fans of the community. Looks like Wes is going to summon Idea using 1-for-1. I think he pitched Erebus. I know you guys couldn't really see that through the angle. Joe asks if he's activating the effect, and he says no. So, we really appreciate you guys, sticking with us and watching this video. And again, for Vexicus for allowing us to upload this video again, a new video, in fact. So feel free to check us out, youtube.com/TCGExtreme, link in the description. Like I said, we're doing giveaways, we're doing all different kinds of videos, and we really appreciate you guys checking us out. So I'm going to focus more on the duel. I'm going to kind of hang back with my talking, and I'll just kind of give you guys a play-by-play. Looks like Wes activated Pantheism, sending something for cost. I can't quite tell based on the angle. And he's going to go ahead and banish Pantheism to search. We're going to reveal 3 for Joe to choose. And I know you guys can't hear the commentary. I know you guys can only hear the commentary. rather than the video sound. Joe's going to go ahead and choose March, but Joe just made a comment. We really like to keep it lighthearted, and Joe just looked at Wes and judged slow play. I thought that was kind of funny. I was sitting here watching this duel go on, of course, doing the filming and keeping track of the life points. Like I said, we like to keep it lighthearted with TCGExtreme, and I think some of these comments that these guys are making, I'm getting a kick out of, hearing West tributes for Majesties. And like I said, we just like to have fun with it. We like to take it serious, but we really want to have fun, and we really want to produce quality content for all of our fans and subscribers. West destroying that giant hand using his Majesty. Still no battle damage. Joe has 2-set back row. West with a March activated. He's got a small lock going with that Majesties and March lock. I've played Monarchs competitively for a little while. I played them in our locals for about a month. I actually played them at regionals. A lot of people hate on Monarchs for being an easy deck to play and a cheap deck to play competitively, but it actually takes a lot of skill to do well with them. And in this instance, I think Wes made the right choice using that 1-for-1 earlier and grabbing out that Majesties. And Joe's going to go ahead and Pendulum 3. Notice that he's got Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer in scale, so all of his Performer Pal monsters are going to get a plus 1,000 boost when they attack this turn. He's going for Ignister. What's he going to do? Likely going to... Oh, he's going to go straight to battle, actually. Going to attack Majesty's Fiend, dealing 450. Going to go ahead and... Looks like he's going to make the attack with second Donkey and with Vector, bringing him down to 3,700 life points. Enter main phase 2, activating Ignister's effect is special. And, of course, as you guys know, that should be in defense position. I think Wes is going to call him out here in just a second. Doesn't look like he's going to. The special from Ignister, as you guys know, it should be in defense position, if I'm not mistaken. Activate Ignister effect. And there we go, finally changing. He's going to go ahead and send March back into the deck, leaving Wes with quite the empty field. I don't know how he's going to recover from this. I can't quite see his hand. Maybe he has a Raigeki, maybe a Stormforce to get over that Ignister. We'll see here. Going to go ahead and contact Fuse for Dinoster. See what he's going to do. Going for a rank 8 play. That's number 38, Harbinger. That's actually a pretty good card. I play it myself in various different decks. Obviously, it's really good in Dracopals now, but it's also really good in Cosmos, using 2 Dark Destroyers, overlaying with Harbinger. It's got a really nice effect. He's going to go ahead and strike. Wes normals Eidos, and Joe flips strike. Wes goes ahead and scoops after that. We're going to go ahead and reset the life points. Go ahead and go on to game 2. Wow, that was quite a set back row. I know most Dracopal decks are running strike at 3, but it was impressive to see that quite so early. I guess West didn't quite have a great enough hand. Normally, you're not going to go for the Eidos play unless you've got something that can clear the board. I guess that was just enough to do it for him. While we're here in the middle, going to go ahead and go into game 2. West declares that he's going first. Going to go ahead and deal out their 5 cards. And let's see what they've got opening hands. Looks like Joe's got a good hand. You can see from the camera angle he's got a Soul Charge. Looks like a Vector, maybe a Luster. I couldn't quite tell based on the angle. He's got a Monkey Board. Looks like Joe's getting ready for a great hand. Wes is going to go ahead and activate Rhoda. Naturally going to search Idea off of that lonely Rhoda. Of course, going to go ahead and normal Idea, activate the effect of Special Eidos. Eidos declared effect. Going to go for a Tribute Summon first turn. Going to go ahead and activate Tenacity, reveal. Looked like he revealed Caius, but I couldn't quite tell. It might have been Erebus. Let's see what he's going to go ahead and search here. Going to go ahead and search Domain. Going to go ahead and likely activate Domain to get that reveal for 2 levels lower. And he does. He chooses to activate Domain. Kind of off camera. I will remind you guys that he's got that. You're going to go ahead and probably Tribute Summon. See what play that he actually decides to make here. Wes thinking over his play, unsure what to do. He's going to go ahead and Tribute Idea for Vanities. Vanities Fiend, nice little ultimate rare there. They're coming out of the new OTS pack. Quite a beautiful card. I don't know if you guys have seen it, your locals, but the new Vanities Fiend and the new Darklaw are actually very beautiful ultis. I'm very happy that they printed them. Obviously Vanities, it's the second ulti print, as Joe activates Gee Turtle and Monkey Board. I'm going to go ahead and draw for Gee Turtle and search for Monkey Board. But those new ultis are very beautiful. I've had the opportunity. I pulled the Ulti Darklaw myself. Very beautiful card. Something that, whether you're playing it or not, looks great in a collection. Just while I see that on the field, the thought comes to mind. Very excited for this new OTS pack. There's a lot of good prints. He goes ahead and normal summons Archfiend Eccentric to go ahead and pop Vanities. Looks like Wes was looking at his back row. And he's going to go ahead and let it happen. He has no response to the effect. Still one set back row. Joe's going to go ahead and Pendulum 3. He's got a Skullcrobat, a Silverclaw, and a Vector out on field. Looks like Wes is in a little bit of trouble here. And Joe's going to go ahead and overlay Vector for Silverclaw. Let's see what play he's going to make here. He's going to make the Giant Hand play again. I'm not sure. Like I said, it was a little bit weird. Most times you're going to see a Dracopals player go for Rafflesia first turn. Of course, against Monarchs, Giant Hand is a good choice. Getting that negate, you can obviously negate Stormforth or Pantheism just to hurt your opponent first turn if they draw into a brick. He's going to go ahead and overlay into Castell. Going to go ahead and shuffle the back row. That's a great play. Going to leave 2 monsters on field. Going to go ahead and... Looks like he set up to run over that Eidos and deal a little bit of damage to Wes here early on. Joe's going to go ahead and enter battle. Of course, attacking with Skullcrobat and going to hit Wes for 2,000 damage. Joe's going to set 2 and pass. Wes going ahead and banishing Eidos to Special Idea, activating Idea's effect. Every time a Dracopal player sets up 2 back row, of course, it's a little bit scary. Wes declares no effect on Eidos. See what play he's making. I think he's scared of that strike that might be set. Joe checks his back row. Surprised that he's not responding with anything. Maybe he drew into some of his trap hole cards that he would use with Treacherous. Going to go ahead and activate Domain, revealing Erebus. Going to go ahead and tribute just 1 this turn. See what play he decides to make. Obviously, the smart play is tributing Idea to get his banished spells, and I don't know if he's done anything this duel yet. But looks like he's going to go ahead and tribute Eidos instead. No effect of Erebus. Gonna go ahead and enter battle and just attack over Joe for a total of 1,800, getting that 800 boost off of Domain. Many people complaining that that card is a little bit broken, and I would have to say it does a very good job of boosting the power of the Monarch deck. Obviously locking your opponent out of the extra deck, and when you declare battle on your opponent, you're getting a plus 800 boost. Looks like Joe's checking his face-up extra deck there. Gonna go ahead and activate Soul Charge. He's gonna go ahead and declare 2, specialing Silver Claw once again, as well as Vector. Gonna go ahead and contact Fuse, attempt to. Of course, with Domain on field, he can't. Joe making that mistake, obviously, knowing that Domain's on field and he can't special summon from the extra deck. Just gonna leave 2 on board. Gonna go ahead and pass it on over. Since he activates that Soul Charge, he can't conduct his battle phase. Just passing it on up to Wes. Looks like things are, really in Wes's favor right now. He's got his opponent locked out of the extra deck. Obviously, a 2,800 beater on field, 3,600 when he attacks himself. See what he decides to do this turn. Gonna go ahead and enter battle over Silver Claw. Gonna hit him for 1,800. Gonna go ahead and pass his turn on to Joe. See what Joe decides to do. Is he gonna make the defensive player? Does he have something in hand that he can do well with? He's gonna go ahead and set up for a defensive play. Obviously turning his Castell Pendulum, summoning 1 Vector from hand. So you have a nice field of 3 cards. Hopefully he can stall enough till he can draw into Twin Twisters or an MST or just something that can get rid of that Domain. Obviously that's killing him right now. West activating Tenacity, revealing Majesty's Fiend. He activates Mistaken Arrest. Until Joe's next end phase, no cards can be added from the deck to the hand. Obviously putting a huge stop to Wes's plays, but Wes still with a commanding board. No monster effects able to activate, and 2 huge monsters on field compared to Joe's field. Wes going to go ahead and activate March, declare battle, and clear Joe's board. And Joe's going to go ahead and give it to him, obviously not able to do anything. I think that Domain lock was very difficult for Joe to get over. Going to go ahead and reset the life points again and go ahead and go into Game 3. Just so you guys know, they agreed on no sideboard. This was Wes's first night with this deck completely built. He didn't have a sideboard ready and prepared to do this duel. So if you're wondering why there's no Mask of Restrict, no Anti-Spell, no Floodgates, to prevent them from doing their thing, that is why. Going to go ahead and go into Game 3. I'm not sure who's going first here. I imagine Joe's going to go first. He is going to go ahead and activate Draco Face-Off. Likely going to search for a Vector and a Luster. And there's our Vector. And there's the Luster. Declares Odd on Vector. Rolls 2. Joe's Choice on Luster. Going to go ahead and normal Skullcrabat. This is one of those many different reasons that Skullcrabat and Luster got hit with an adjusted list. What we're about to see here, he's going to go ahead and grab Monkey Board. Obviously a great play and one of the many that makes this deck powerful, but obviously got Joe searching for Lizard Draw. Like I said, this is a great combo. Without that adjusted list, we're going to see a huge setup here. Likely going to see a 2 4s into Ptolemaeus right into Infinity and set up another Infinity play. He's going to go ahead and Synchro into Ignister here. Ignister, activating Ignister's effect. Going to go ahead and Special Summon Master in defensive position again. See what he does here with his 2 4s. Likely going to overlay to set up a defensive board, and he does. No, he's going to Contact Fuse. Going to Contact Fuse into Dinoster. Setting up Dinoster into the overlay, going for a ranked gate play, likely number 38 Harbinger again. Quite the great card released in Infinite Gold. There are a lot of great reprints, but there are also a lot of great new cards, that being one of them. Joe sets 2 and passes his turn. To those of you that don't know what Harbinger does, once per turn you can negate a spell card and attach it to that card as an Exceeds material. Quite a great defensive play on the first turn. It's a 3k beater. If you're playing Monarchs, as soon as they go Stormforth, you can say negate it and attach that Stormforth as an Exceeds material, or you can even negate a Pantheism. Very disruptive against Monarchs. Could even be disruptive against Dracopals or even something like Cosmos, obviously disrupting their pendulum plays by taking a pendulum scale or taking an E-Telly. He's going to go ahead and activate March, and Joe's going to negate it. Looks like a good bait out, activating Pantheism, sending his cost, drawing 2 cards here. Going to go and banish Pantheism for Pantheism's banish effect. Going to go ahead and search 3 and reveal them, of course. Reveal 1 Tenacity. Likely going to reveal that second Tenacity. Might have 1 in hand. Looks like he sent a domain for his cost on Pantheism. Let's see what he's looking for. There's that second Tenacity. And a Stormforth. Must have a Tenacity in hand. Joe's going to choose Tenacity. Normally you want to see somebody go for Stormforth. Looks like Wes revealed an Erebus to add Stormforth. Joe and I talked about this, and I said, Joe, why did you make that play? And he says, basically, you never know if your opponent has a monster in hand. If you know your opponent has a monster in hand, and I think this is a very good justification, you might as well choose the Tenacity. They may get to deck thin, but if for some reason they try to goad you with Tenacity and trick you, playing the mind games, then you could end up with a dead card in your hand. And I really appreciated that logic. Looks like Joe left a card on the field when he went to shuffle Wes's deck, just shuffling it back in. See what Wes is going to do here. Wes deciding on a play. He must have a dead hand. Going to go ahead and activate Idea. Joe drops Valor. You can't see it on screen, but he drops that Valor, disrupting the Idea play. Wow. That's one way to kill a Monarch player. Going to go ahead and set 1. And it looks like Wes is going to go ahead and pass it up to Joe, trying to see what he can do. And he does just pass it up to Joe. Wes has quite a weak field. What is it? Back row, I wonder. Obviously you've got a 3k beater on Joe's side. All it takes is a good Pendulum Summon. And here it is. He's going to Pendulum Summon 4. Skullcrabat, Luster, Vector, and Sorcerer. He flips, lose 1 turn. They all go to defense position. Joe's going to go ahead and overlay to make his plays this turn. Set up defensively for next turn. We've got a giant hand once again. Let's see what he's going to choose to do with his other two monsters. And I'm a little bit confused why West chooses to main lose one turn. Like I said, there is no sideboard. Lose one turn, obviously a great choice right now. Playing against a deck like Dracopals or like Cosmos, completely killing them with the right play. And Joe there finally sets up a Rafflesia in this first time in this match. But as I said, lose one turn, not much of a main board card. Obviously, something that's going to hurt him if he has another idea in hand. He's not going to be able to make another play. Joe going to go ahead and attack the Harbinger, inflicting 2,200 points of battle damage. West not activating Idea's effect to grab that Pantheism. That's a huge mistake, likely costing West the game. Joe himself making misplays, forgetting to activate Lizard Draw's effect during his turn to get that extra draw. West activates Stormforth. Of course, Joe going to go ahead and negate that and attach it. West activates Tenacity to reveal. Reveals another Erebus. West is in a bit of a pickle here. There's not much that he can do, of course. He doesn't have a Prime in Graveyard to set up two Tribute fodder on field. See what he's going to do here. Unless he has a Prime in hand, he's going to search for a Pantheism. Let's see what he decides to do. Like I said, that lose one turn really killing Wes here. Wes may not be able to see him, but it looks like he's visibly frustrated, trying to figure out what kind of play he can make to save this game. Like I said, that lose one turn just killed him. Was not able to get his idea effect for Eidos. Of course, if he had an Eidos in hand, he could normally Eidos. Banishing one Eidos from grave is special idea. Having two tribute material looks like that lose one turn likely cost West the game. West describing here that it is in fact costing him the game. West is going to go ahead and scoop because he's not able to do anything. What a duel! Obviously an interesting choice. West showing off that lose one turn there. Good card, just not quite there with the main board. Joe getting the win with this one, 2-1. Like I said early in the video, I'd really like to thank Vexicus for allowing us to re-upload a video on his channel. Really, thank you for the opportunity. Again, we'd like to apologize. We'd like to let you know that at TCGExtreme, we want to focus on the highest quality videos as possible. We want to make sure that we can provide a content that all of the users here, all of our fans, all of our viewers are going to be able to enjoy. Feel free to check us out, like, subscribe, comment, check us out on Facebook. Obviously, check out Vexicus. Huge shout out to him for allowing us to upload a video on his channel. Like I said, over at TCGExtreme, we're doing giveaways. Our next giveaway is going to be at 300 subscribers. We're giving away a t-shirt. And as Joe reveals his back row, he's got a set strike and a bottomless. There was really no way Wes was going to win that game there. So again, I just want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And this is Cameron signing off on behalf of TCGExtreme.